looks like you're ready. Go live. Yes, please. Yes, it's working. You're live.
2 minutes late. 2 minutes late. Let's go.
Yeah.
Wait, is it working?
I think so. Check it. Try refreshing.
Yeah, yeah, it's working. It's working.
Yeah. All right. Let's go.
Uh,
Okay.
I sound awful, dude.
Yes, it's working. You're live.
2 minutes late. 2 minutes late. Let's
Yeah.
go.
What do you mean you sound awful?
I hate the sound of my voice. That's what it is.
Okay.
So
Here.
what do
Let
we
me.
talk about these? This is my first dev stream ever.
What do we
So
talk
what do
about
we?
the dev streams? I don't
What,
know.
what,
I
what
was
do we
gonna come
do?
up with a plan, but I was hanging out with Nick earlier today. So
Oh.
here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the social media announcement now. Um,
I think I sent you the link to the doc if you want to go to that. Did I send you the link? I can send you again. And you can look what I got so far. It's just not a lot. I want to set up a flow chart. I'm gonna set up a flow chart and everything when I have more characters and crap down. Just because I like, I want to be organized. Because usually how I work is I'm the most unorganized person on the planet. So you you can see that with a bunch of my school projects. They were named something like stupid.exe or something, and then I had no idea what they were. So it took me like 20 minutes to find them. I don't want to do that here because I don't want to like name a project like Onion and then like come back to it like a week later. Like, where's this project at? Excuse me.
all right, social
Um,
media post is live. Let's freaking
nice,
go.
nice.
You've DM'd me. It's the
I did. I
document.
sent you the document. Yes,
Okay.
I think I sent it to you a while ago, but that's what I have currently. Um, and yeah, I don't know what you want to do with it. I don't know. I didn't. I think I worked on it last week, and what? What? Oh yeah, my organization's bad. Yeah, I know. All right. Gonna make fun of Ethan's organization
Why
skills.
does it
Ah.
say out of 1 hour? I hope the stream isn't gonna end after an hour.
Oh, that would suck. Uh,
Customization details.
and I'll figure out names, like actual names, so you don't have to reference them as like their title later. That is for me at 2 a.m.
Okay, I just want to make sure all my eggs are in a row.
before we just start blabbing on about random crap.
Yeah. Okay. So I think everything is set up. All right. I posted the social media. Let me just double check.
There's two watching. Two watching.
Let's
Oh my
freaking go.
goodness.
I think it's just
Yeah.
both of us.
It might be just both of us. Which is very funny. Hey, more people will start watching. Like 1,000 people are gonna show up in like 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Ooh, I got a shower. Anyway, how was your
All right. I
day?
think I think we're all set. I was good. I hung out with Nick
You're good.
earlier. Nick and
Nice,
Nathan.
nice,
Went to Savers and got food, and played Assassin's
cool,
Creed 2.
cool. So, what do you like? Is this gonna be like story stuff today? Actually have stuff kind of prepared, or I have stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
so what I'm hoping to get out of these dev streams is essentially, let me just get like my notes and stuff. I have my notebook. I'm gonna get that, set that up. Should have been more prepared, but that's fine.
that's fine. This
I was
we're
trying to
gonna we're
figure out.
doing, we're doing it live.
We're doing. Fuck it, we're doing it live.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's kind of the stream right now.
so I have with me my notebook filled with um, stuff that I've written down for the project. What I'm hoping to kind of get out of these dev streams, like what I'm thinking of, is we do like mechanical discussion, and then towards like the end of the stream, probably a little bit of drawing, and then maybe like playing a game at the very end.
Drawing, we love drawing.
We love drawing,
We love drawing.
and
Okay,
so
that's fine. And like, you know, and then I work for a week. We come back, we see what we do, and then
yeah,
all that. Okay,
that's
fine with me.
and yeah, like the the sort of end goal of or like what yeah essentially this is just going to be like, here's the work that we did over the week, um, and kind of like a discussion of that. Then discuss uh, like further the ideas that we individually came up with, or like if say if we were just talking about something over the week, like if I came up
Yeah.
with an idea, obviously mention something about that. Uh, yeah, so like overview of what we did, what we plan to do next, working on what we plan to do next, and then like drawing or a game at the end of the stream, and then that's it.
Oh, cat.
This cat's killing him.
Uh, funny. All right. So where do we begin?
Let
Let's get
me
at the beginning.
let me look through what you have so far.
Genesis 1.
Genesis Onion 1. That's not funny to anybody except for us.
No, that's like you guys are crazy. Um, so I've kind of wrote like if you the kind of the main outline of the story is like kind of what you probably should because like characters
The
that's gonna
golden
be
onion.
the golden. I don't know. I just
You're crazy.
yes.
Let me see the basic.
Because I think you were talking about a couple weeks ago about the artifacts, how like
Yeah, I
that's
was
going to be one
talking
of the
about how the
major
the artifacts are like corruptive.
the major plot point is like yes, you have good intentions, like oh I want to protect people, right? And that could turn into if you had the artifacts long enough, like I'm going to protect people by making sure that they do nothing wrong. I have complete control of them. That is bad, but that is their idea is good, right? Like oh, I want to protect people, but it turns into I'm going to control them, make sure they don't do anything bad. You know, that is kind of like that is a lot of stories, right? You have like or a lot of stories with good villains. The
Star
the villain
Wars.
the villain is kind of like I'm gonna do this because I want to help people, but he does it in a terrible way. Trying to think of a good example. I don't have great examples right now because all I've been listening to is Lord of the Rings, and the bad guy in that one is like the most evil, like basically just Satan. Let me think. 1984 or not 1984. What's the book? Brave New World. There it is. I'm like they all kind of the antagonist in that book, the kind of the mate, the head guy. He's like I don't want people to read anything that would make them angry or like that I don't want people to be angry at the dinner table pretty much. So he's like, okay, we're gonna get rid of everything. I'm gonna make history. No one's gonna suffer in this world, even though everyone's suffering internally. Um, that's kind of like you want people to suffer less. That is good, but it takes it to a oh you can't have anything, you can't suffer.
You have to
There is
live
no
in the pod and
relationship.
eat the
You gotta live,
bugs.
and that's bad, right? Um, and so yeah, villains are kind of based on that, and that could be a great way to kind of like the artifacts are powerful, yet they have these drawbacks. Like oh you're gonna become a different person and basically like turn into a ring wraith, and you know that could be a really cool like like bad like mutant, people who had the artifacts too long and basically become like ghosts and like or they hold on to very powerful artifacts and yes they're powerful for a time but then they become a husk of their former selves and basically become like ring rays. That
that
could be really cool.
that'd be a really good end game enemy.
Yeah, like
Cause,
yeah.
cause what one of the best enemies that you can make in a game, I think, is just a mirror of the user. Like make them as powerful as the player character,
Yes.
or like give them the same power and equipment as the player character. I think that's such a fantastic, but that's like late game. Like you
Yeah,
wouldn't want to
that's
present
like
that with a
that's like fine. Well, maybe you could like have them show up at the like in Lord of the Rings. You had the ring race show up, and they can't do anything about it until basically they get to Rivendell, right? They show up, they beat the ring race, just kind of pursue our the main party for basically till Rivendell, and you can maybe have one show up at the beginning. It's like oh my goodness, I gotta like have a during the like trial portion of the story. You have one of these like really powerful bad guys show up, and then you have to basically run objective survive kind of thing. And then
objective
when you get out,
survive.
you're like, oh my goodness, I go. And then, like as time goes on, and like basically the final area probably where the guys show up, like the full, like maybe even like right at the you gotta find the golden onion, and these guys are protecting the golden onion, but they're not called the golden onion. I'm gonna call it that until we figure out a better name for it.
Okay.
Um, so I mean, like you're at that like you're at the boss room, and these guys and the ring rays show up pretty much, and these guys are like super powerful, and it takes a wit and your ingenuity and your new found weapons to take him down. And you do take him down. You get to the golden onion, like golden onion, dope.
You're like mushroom.
My, we're saying,
I'm
um,
so excited. I can't wait to become a niche internet micro celebrity and then have
and
people come to the stream and like look back. It's like, oh, I wonder what their design processes were like back then.
all they
And
see is
then
streams.
and then they listen to our schizophrenic ramblings.
Yeah, and then that could be like a fun. I will actually I want to make a uh enemies. I
Make a
cannot
tab for
spell.
enemies. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking do very little human enemies.
But yeah, they're kind of like maybe like zombies. They're probably the only like here, or like not zombies, but like people who got brain melted. Um, basically zombies, and they're kind
And
of just shambling
not
it.
even necessarily that. Just like other stalkers who are stuck in like the end of like they're stuck at the end of the game because they went crazy trying to find the golden onion, and so they're just kind of like trapped there.
Yeah, and I think having that's like foreboding of like mania of like that can be that could be like even a meter in the game. You have like your sanity meter that goes too low, you go crazy or something. And I guess the lower it gets, the weirder things happen, like anomalies, maybe do different things. Uh, the I think like it'd be kind of scary to have the mutants start talking to you,
Yeah,
like
that'd be really freaky.
they're they're starting to like say, oh yeah, go. They're like these voices in your head, not the voices,
The
the voices
voices.
in your head, yeah, that tell you spooky stuff. Yeah, they start like, oh, you should go that way, and then it's
And
actually
then you go that
you
way, and then there's a
you
bomb.
yeah, or are you run into like a crazy mutant or something, like a boss, almost a boss enemy. Um, and you could pull from like lore of you know like monsters from folklore, which would be very fun to pull from. Have that horror element, like Wendigos and all that. You can pull from that. I don't know what kind of folklore is in Russia. There's probably a lot because
You can ask Nathan.
Polish folklore is messed up. All right, freaking you play The Witcher, you're like, oh my goodness, what the heck were these guys thinking? Um,
Playing The Witcher and wondering why everybody is depressed.
Everyone's pressing use full. Yeah, so there's a lot, so you can pull from that. I can look into that more if you need me to, but pull from that. Be very fun. Um, have like a Yeti show up or something. That'd be kind of cool. Like as like a side quest. Like you fight them, you win. You're like, yo, I won.
Stupid.
Stupid.
Do I have a pencil?
Um,
I don't. Okay. All right. I have a pencil now.
pencil no, he's
I'm writing.
write the ring right down. I'm gonna write it down.
All right.
Ring race idea
So
for later.
so what I'm thinking
And
of the story is I see that you've written down a school that sends researchers into the zone. So I think what we should do instead of that is we still make going into the zone like a highly illegal operation. And I
okay.
think to add an element of mystery is nobody knows what like the zone event. I still don't know what I want to do for the zone event. Like the inciting event that creates the zones. I don't know what I want to have written for that, but what I'm
Someone
thinking
ate an onion.
is the zone is in its infancy. So like the zone
No.
event just happens and the zone was just
Okay.
cordoned off by the Russian
All right.
military. So nobody knows what the hell is in there. Um
That could be okay. That could be interesting.
and I think that's a
I'm
good
gonna write
way
it. I'm gonna write it down. A main story
cuz the
zone
thing is about Stalker and
very
like what
new.
Roadside Picnic is that like um
I'm going to just cross this out, and I'll do this later. How do I cross things out? I don't know. I'll highlight stuff to say. Uh, Quit! I hate because here you go. I'm gonna highlight. I'm gonna highlight in red. So all the ideas like we're gonna cut. All right, red, and then I'll change the character's backstory later.
And because what Roadside Picnic did incredibly is because the zone is such an undocumented area, it leaves a lot of mystery. Like even Red, who like knows he claims to know the zone in and out, and he's like, yeah, I know my way around. I know how to find my way around the zone.
And
There's
then in the
still a lot of unmapped territory in the zone that he doesn't know about, and
and
that
there's
leads
also
to
a
a lot of
lot of
mystery.
like new like the cobweb like things in the beginning of the story
Yep,
that kills what's his face.
that kills
And
Krillin.
and you're like, oh, he's like, he didn't even think, oh, it must have been a trick of my imagination, and it was, it was not. It was some crazy like
Alien space technology.
alien space technology. Yeah. So does ring race. Oh yeah, look at enemies. I'll think of a better name for these things. I'm not gonna use ring race because I think that's copyrighted.
No, it's not copyrighted at
No, it's
all.
not. And then I put this quote up here because I like Dostoevsky, and I think kind of like maybe part of the main story is like the research or the guy you're getting the golden onion for is like I want to get it to
I want to
because
be God.
I want to be like I want to basically I want to be God, and then it's like, well, no, you can't because you're not. um and with having like this company gonna Dostoevsky and all that's probably gonna be like guiding my creative processes.
Let's
Even though
go. He's gonna
Dostoevsky is
steal
like
ideas from
is
Dostoevsky.
like oh, so his book is so hard that like I don't understand most of it, right? And it's like, bro, so I can't. I'm not smart enough to steal
You
ideas.
stupid.
I'm stupid. So and having kind of that in the back of my mind as I write would be kind of nice to have. Um, so and y- I'm trying to think of like what because like Stalker the games did like Chernobyl as the event to that
Yeah.
made the zone. In
Chernobyl was the inciting event.
in Roadside Picnic, you have the aliens coming down. And this, I don't know what we're gonna do. Yeah, we'll figure it out. So I think the very start of the game, you're gonna show the player character and his friend kind of in their everyday life for like maybe like a cutscene or like the first like 5 minutes, just kind of like to establish their life as being super boring and it sucks. Like in Stardew Valley, when he's in the office, he's like, "This sucks. I'm gonna go make a farm." Or Lord of the Rings, where it kind of the first 9 chapters that I'm still in the Shire, dude, and it's like, bro, what is this? So you don't have to go like 9 chapters in the Shire. You can have like 5 minutes in the Shire, right? Your 5 minutes is kind of like this life, and then like, oh, wait, you can go to the zone and make money. Wow. And then you go to the zone and make money,
Wow.
and then you all die horrible deaths 1,000 times
You
because
get
it's the
sucked
end
into
because
the black hole anomaly while I
you
was playing Space Odyssey by David Bowie.
yes. So yeah, so I think we should establish their life first. Like, have like 5 minutes. I'm going down.
So here's what
minutes
I have written
of
down.
normal
Um,
life.
so the first stage is inciting event, and after the inciting event, we just show the main character and his friend. They're farmers, and they're um, what's the event called that kickstarts the story? Is it just the
So
inciting event? Is there a term for
yeah,
that?
let me get the hero journey.
Their inciting event is they didn't make enough money and grow enough food to survive the winter, and so their content. And I'm
Oh well,
thinking
you have in this one you have that's call
call
to
to
adventure, right?
action, call to
You
adventure.
could
Yeah,
call to adventure. Um, there isn't like usually they have like the start. Oh, they don't really don't have that. But like I remember learning about this in school where it's like you start out in the normal life, or you kind of start out in the ordinary world, right? That's kind of like the first couple major like so like Call to Adventure, the the meeting a mentor is kind of like that is like the first couple events. That's in the normal world.
hmm
Once you cross the threshold going into the zone, then you're in the supernatural world. That's what a lot of places people call it. The special world is another way of calling it. And then so you don't have to have a mentor, but like that's it's like meeting Ben Kenobi in the desert
In Star
on
Wars.
Tatooine in Star Wars. Um, so maybe they could have a guy who's like, "Oh, go to the zone. It's cool." You know, it could even be like the guy who's like, say, "Hey, there's a crazy thing in the zone. You gotta go get it." And then it could be the sketchy
Go get the
guy,
MacGuffin.
go get the golden onion. And I should stop calling it that because then we're gonna call it that, and then we're gonna call that a game.
Yeah,
That's
we're gonna
bad.
end up calling it that, and then people are gonna be like,
Like,
"Wow, these
what the?
guys are insane.
That's
I'm not gonna
great.
buy their game."
And so yeah, so the call that instead of Call to Adventure could be could be yeah they're the farmers, maybe they're kind of in a small rural town like near Siberia or something where food's hard to grow and like man this sucks, and then they just it's a bad spring and summer and spring are not great, and then
They're out
they're
of
like, oh,
money and out of food.
so like, all right, that call adventure is guy calls you up, hey, go get sing for me in the zone, and they're like, we're gonna have better to do, let's go, and then they
Well,
run
no,
to the
it's not
zone,
that
and
they don't have anything better to do. It's that they have no other
yeah,
choice.
if they don't, they're gonna die a horrible death.
And so yeah,
Uh,
so that's the inciting event, and then the quote unquote tutorial. I'm going to do a hidden tutorial. I thought this would be awesome. They the hidden tutorial. So and what I mean by hidden tutorial is the first mission is the tutorial. Like there's no tutorial and then first mission. It's just the first mission is the tutorial. Kind of like in Sly Cooper, except Sly Cooper is a little bit more self-aware about the fact that it's a video game. They kind of play into
funny,
that. But so the intro, like I said, the intro sequence is going to be them arriving at the UN border. So I'm thinking there's two different borders to the zone. There's the cordoned off area, which is the big, gigantic, overbearing concrete wall, and then right before that is a UN perimeter.
gross. You
Um,
Oh, I'm
so,
gonna
so,
goodbye,
so,
Patrick. I'm not gonna be here tomorrow.
so the intro sequence, it's a showcase of most of the combative game mechanics. So, the game mechanic where like you're wearing like we're introducing stealth. Oh, Nathan's here.
Hello, mister.
I
Hello.
didn't even hear you join. Discord, I guess whatever. Um, whatchamacallit. So like it's gonna introduce like the stealth mechanics to where like you can avoid it shows that you can avoid human enemies, or like it shows that you can avoid enemies by like concealing yourself from them physically and like not shooting. So like if you're like crouched behind a box, an enemy can't see you. um and so it showcases that, and it does that for a little bit, and then what happens is a guard, uh like a scripted event, a guard spots you, your friend stabs him, and so you're given the gun, and then the other UN soldiers rush over to you, and then that showcases the shooting and like the shooting combat. So
Base for
you're shown both flavors of combat, and eventually there comes a point where you become overwhelmed, and it tells you to run away, and if you don't, you die, and you gotta like restart this title sequence. Um, and
run.
then that showcases you can hide, you can fight, eventually you have to run, and like it showcases all of that, and by the end of the title sequence you've made it past the furthest point that the UN officers are willing to go past their perimeter, and it just shows you and your friend speeding off towards the entrance of the zone.
It also like forces you into the zone because like you could turn around, but now you can't turn around because now the UN's after you, right? And
Right.
as the story like now we're forced in this place, right?
Yeah, you
You know,
have you have exhausted all of your options.
and they're not going to surrender now because you killed or they're probably not going to
They're
let you
not going to
surrender
let you
now,
surrender because you've already killed somebody.
and so they're probably but that took a story element. It's down in the Fight in
And then I mean,
the
I probably already figured this, but like this is sequential.
yes. Well, I'm just gonna write down notes that are good, and then I can implement it into the when I start writing. Like I might even make a flowchart first before I start, just
That's not a
because
bad idea.
that's what it said to do in the bunch of stuff I read about writing stuff for games.
It's like the people on the internet told me to do it.
Bro, like the only thing I've done so far is write short stories. That's it. I've never
And
like, oh,
okay, good.
let's
Now you have
let's
to.
story, let's storyboard for a video game. Oh yeah, it's not just the same thing. No, it's not.
If you don't write a
You
storyboard, you're fired.
gotta like actually like you gotta write. I can't just go like write a novel real fast. I gotta write it like
Well, luckily,
because
I'm keeping the narrative relatively short,
good.
so
Thank the Lord.
like I'm thinking 5 to 10 hours. As if you can comfortably write something that's 5 to 10 hours long, that's literally perfect.
Probably, and and not like try like not implementing gameplay because like you have to write the game story like you playing the game, right? It's not like I can write a story
And that's
and then you
that's
can just
why.
slap something on top of it. Is no, I gotta write it for a video game. I'm not writing it for a
And
book. I'm writing it for a video
also,
game.
the way that I would like for it to be written is like live. There's not going to be like cutscenes per se. You're gonna be playing the entire time, just like in Half Life. Like there's not really cutscenes in Half Life except for at the beginning. When there are characters that are talking, that kind of acts like a cutscene. You're still going to be moving around. Uh,
That's fine.
there's not going to
Like
be like start and stop to the action. It's like you're always going to be doing something. AKA
and
the
I
video
like
game's going to be fun.
and that's like some of my favorite books of all time are like that. Um, it's called it's called Galaxy's Edge, Legionnaire. It's just kind of small sci-fi book. It's kind of like if like Star Wars was in Afghanistan almost. It's an
Oh.
amazing book. Um,
Another story
and
that did that really well was Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I don't know
I've
if
read
you've
that
read
one.
that.
Nope, haven't. But
Very
anyway,
good.
like once the action picks up, like kind of in the beginning, like the beginning third of the book, it does not stop. It does not stop until they're extracted and like everyone's dead and like Mike, it was such a good book.
I should read that
Um,
then.
they wrote another book about basically Marines getting teleported into like a Tolkien-esque world, and it's like funny. I gotta get it. I get a credit for Audible tomorrow, so I might slap that in and like read it or like listen to it.
There's like an
'Cause It's
ancient mage talking to the Marines. It's like,
and he's
oh,
just like,
you will meet the power of the realm, and then the Marines are just like, that was weird. Bang!
yeah. My uncle's talking about it. He's like, yeah, there's a part of the book where like a bunch of orcs show up, and then they're like, all right, and then they just lay down like LMG fire, and it's like that. Yeah, this is a cool, crazy book. I wanna get it. So long story short, but yeah, so like you're gonna have to act. So I like action sequences. I kind of think of dialogue. This is great. This is great. It's perfect.
And uh, okay, so they're in the zone now. Um, that's good. Yeah, that's what I have for like the introduction to the player like playing the game, and I think that that's good. And it would be
Yeah, I think that's
relatively easy to implement.
relatively easy to write. Kind of start normal life, then kind of. I could probably get this done at least the intro section.
It's simple, but I would say it's explosive.
It's simple, effective,
I think
does
it has a
everything it
good
needs to do,
hook.
and it's like yeah, it shows you into the fantasy world or into the supernatural world.
Because what good games do is like the hook um is like the hook introduces you to gameplay. I'll bring up another fantastic game, Left 4 Dead 2. The intro trailer for the game teaches you the mechanics because it shows you what all of the special infected do, and it also shows you other mechanics as a part of the game. And in the first Left 4 Dead game, in the intro trailer, uh here, you know what? I could show the stream right now. In the intro trailer, um, in the intro trailer for Left 4 Dead, at the very end of it, after the tank knocks down the escape ladder.
Across the street.
Here we go, right here. So they're on a fire exit ladder. Zoe is shooting the tank. Zoe jumps up, the escape ladder falls, and so like the tank falls down, then the escape ladder is put on top of him. At the beginning, Left 4 Dead 1, No Mercy. And so that's the trailer for the game, right? And so it ends with them on the rooftop of the brick building, and the fire exit has fallen down. The tank is on the ground. Look it. You start the game. You start the game on the rooftop that the trailer ended on, which is like 9,000 brain.
Yeah.
I
Cool.
love that. It is such a good design element. And once you exit the building, you can find the tank in the alleyway. I want to see if the person walks over to it. Turn to the right. Yeah, look, you can't really see it because of the resolution. Can I turn it up? No, it's just 480p. Right here is the collapsed fire exit with the tank underneath it. Like you can find where the tank fell down from the trailer in the first mission, which is crazy. It is such an incredible detail, and like it's just amazing. It just goes to show how much Valve cared about like the little details like that in their game.
Yeah.
And I would like to have a similar effect to that. I would
When
really love to do
when
something
when
similar
game
to that.
companies cared, cuts to like us, you know, Cowboy
Yo,
Bebop,
no way! It's my
just
roommate
depressed.
Santosh. You guys, hello chat, dude.
Low
How do
chat.
I? Yeah, look at there's live reactions. I'm putting
No.
little confetti emojis in the chat.
Oh, is this stream live?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
it's
live right
live.
now. I
Where's
could
the link?
start a Q&A. Where's the link? Here, let me copy and paste it into the Discord.
So
There we
yeah.
go.
And now all this all now also out on the world to see. So I'm never getting a job again. Let's
We're never getting a job again. Let's
go.
go.
Let's go.
The federal agents will invade our house.
Yeah. I already said I don't like the UN. So
Santosh,
Patrick.
we're talking about story elements for the game that me. This is my friend Ethan.
Hello.
He's the one that's helping me out with the game. He's doing all the story writing for it. Then also my other friend Nathan is in the call, which is very cool.
Um,
So right now we're idea crafting for the story of the game.
I think having kind of like the crossing the threshold being like a forced event, not forced event, being an event that must be done is good. Like having the main character being forced into the zone by the UN, that is good because there could be like a oh I don't want to go and you just don't go because you don't have you're like oh I don't have to go to the zone, but like just like
No, you
Frodo in
have to
Lord of
go
the
to the zone.
yeah, just like Frodo in Lord of the Rings, where he had to leave the Shire because if he didn't, the Ringwraiths would have killed him. This is like, oh, I had to leave because the UN is gonna kill me. I had to go to Zone, maybe
The
because
UN
of the
will make
sit,
me eat corn syrup.
maybe because the UN and the Ringwraiths are the same people. I'm not gonna have a job.
Ethan, I'm gonna
Um,
show this to all of your future
no,
employers.
please don't.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. So yeah, so having that event being forced is good. That is a good story element. That's a good story. That's good, very good. And then just kind of how are they gonna find the home base? Are they just show up like oh home base sick?
So before the event for finding the hub area, I'd like to go back to the characters for a little bit. Um, so we already have the player character and the driver. So, I think for the player character's friend, we some character traits that I would like for him to have is to be naive, because I would like for him to. So here's how I would like for the story to end. Is like he gets corrupted and you have to fight him by the end of the game. So
I
I
just
I would
don't
like for
like
him to be
Raid.
written naively,
Like yeah,
and sort of like a loose cannon. I should also point out the player character we don't need to write for him. Like because he's gonna have responses, but he would have like he would respond to things the way that like a person playing the game would respond to it.
Right.
Um,
I don't need.
and
I don't need. So okay, that helped me a lot. 'Cause I don't, or that makes a little things a little harder.
so like
But
you don't have to write for the player character.
personality,
Because the player character
and
is just going to be a vessel for the player to experience the story in.
well, like even like Master Chief, he's a vessel, but like yeah, he has one-liners and stuff. So I'm thinking, oh, have a little bit there just so I can work with something.
Yeah, he can have a little bit of dialogue.
Like I need a weapon, you know.
I need an onion. Onion
I need
wraith.
an onion.
Onion wraith.
Onion raid. Onion raid. Onion raid.
um, Master Beef, thank goodness that you're here. Things aren't doing too well. I need an onion. Onion wraith. Onion wraith.
Onion raid. We're insane.
Never getting a job! Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Oh, I should put on some music for the stream.
Naive. How you spell naive, dude? I can't spell. Oh yeah, Ethan's the cool writer. Oh yeah, I can't spell.
I'm gonna put on the Risk of Rain soundtrack.
And then we get copyright struck. Let's go.
I think most video game music is open source.
Nope, copyright strike. I know the Halo music is.
Or not open source, it's whatchamacallit? How loud is this?
It's gonna like blast and we're gonna die.
Hang on. Let me see how loud this is. Give me a second. Let me see how loud this is. Give me a second. Okay, yeah, that's a good volume for the music. All right. Yeah, so like the driver, he isn't like he is very like gung ho and like naive, and that sort of is what allows him to become corrupted by the power that he's given by the or if he how should I write that though then? Maybe as a cool game mechanic. Oh, okay. I just thought of this right now. Gearbox will take down the stream. Yeah, with any luck. No, I thought I know Nintendo is really like anal about not playing their music on live stream, but I think in most cases video game music is royalty free because video games are technically royalty free. That's why you can stream a video game and get paid for it because video games are royalty free.
And we're not getting paid.
And so I think I don't know though. How should we incorporate him being corrupted by the power of the zone? Because it wouldn't make any sense to just have him. Oh God, Nathan.
Well, you know, the zone can play on his, you know, his wants and needs. I don't have wants and needs for him yet. We'll figure that out. I'll figure that out when I get to that.
I'm
But,
banning
you know,
Nathan.
him being like this kind of naive, like, oh, you know, I could fix the world, but like, oh, you know, I could do all these crazy things with new power, you know, with the things that the zone can play on that. Like, oh, you know, it starts, you know, I don't know, the zone shouldn't, maybe the zone should be a character in and of itself, but
Well,
like, you know,
that's kind of how it is in Roadside.
it started out giving him things, and he kind of got the power trip, you know, because he's young and naive. He doesn't know about like power and the corruptingness of power. That's not a word, but I'm going to use it. And that can kind of start dragging him, and then using his wants and needs, you know, against him, right? It's like, oh, you want a cool car? I don't know. Okay.
You want a cool car. You want to be rich and famous. You never want to have to work again. You want to own like nice farm equipment.
Like, oh, so like in Lord of the Rings, in the freaking Return of the King, Frodo loses the ring and he gets captured by Shelob, and you know, Sam gets the ring for a little bit.
Santosh,
right?
Please don't feed into him. Please don't encourage him.
The ring even had a corrupting influence on Sam. Even Sam's kind of like this.
He wants to be the best gardener.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't the best gardener. That could play on that. We're like, yeah. he might not have like the greatest ambitions ever, but it plays into that. It plays even into his wants and needs, and it starts corrupting him. And he, the cat is attacking me. I'm gonna beat up the cat.
He's gonna beat up his cat. All right, employers, make sure to listen to what he just said. He said he was gonna beat up his cat.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft, in Minecraft.
So you can play. So once we have wants and needs down, we can start working on I'm calling it the ring. How the zone will corrupt him, and how kind of like all of that plays down. Because I don't want to be like, he's fine in 1 minute, and then and at the end he's corrupted, right? Like that's how a lot of stores are going right now. It's like because their writers suck.
There's no transitionary period.
Yeah, there's no and maybe he could do good with the stuff he gets, right?
Well,
he gets artifacts, he does good for a little bit, and then he starts kind of.
Something that I'm thinking of right now is, what could happen is he would go with you into the zone, and he would like adventure with you. But since I want to, ooh.
Story reason for co-op.
But then that wouldn't make sense if you're playing single player.
No, well, but that's like what they did with Halo 3. If you co-op, you play as the Arbiter. So it's kind of fun. If you like do 2-player co-op,
maybe because I really want to play into survival horror, and if you have a companion with you, then you won't be as scared.
Yeah,
because you won't be alone.
Well, I mean, freaking what's the face? Lethal Company is still scary. I'm playing with 4 people.
That's true.
So it can be done. Just
maybe write that down as a maybe. Maybe he could like come with you to a certain extent.
Co-op.
I think writing co-op into the story would be a pretty good idea. The only problem with that, Matt.
Co-op.
Matt's here? No way.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that guy in years.
Me neither.
Yeah,
Matt,
man.
me and Ethan are live streaming, or we're doing a dev stream, Matt.
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now.
So I'm on it.
Yeah, you're on the live stream.
So should I say something?
Don't
No!
I've been saying out of pocket stuff all day, so like we're gonna get banned. It don't matter.
We're gonna die. Me and Ethan are gonna get. We're gonna get suicided to 2 bullet wounds back of the head.
Yeah. Can't wait.
No, we're just discussing stuff on the game that we're working on right now.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
And so that's all I have written down for like the driver as a character. As of the other characters, what is he going to say? Probably something unsavory. Probably something illegal. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Guys, Nathan's really awesome. I'm glad that he is able to express his thoughts and feelings on the internet.
So I kind of want to focus on the first 2 characters in the story. The play character and the driver. I just want to focus on them right now. Focus on them for the next week or so. Kind of get their wants and needs, because wants and needs are important. The wants and needs for the player character is very like vague. It's like, oh, this sucks. But the driver can have more better wants and needs because he has a big actual character. I'm gonna focus on them next week or so. Focus on more kind of like intro, like what we want to happen, all that crap. Very fun. And then, yeah, we go from there.
No.
And then okay.
You're fired.
Damn.
Heck is Santhosh.
That's Santosh. That's my roommate.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Well, no one we don't know is watching.
Yeah.
that's fine. So,
Yeah.
no, wait, this is just like archival stuff. I don't really care if people watch this.
Yeah, fair enough.
If they watch it, they watch it. They can see how crazy
Matt,
we actually are.
This is how you become a niche internet micro celebrity. Is somebody who has the same niches and desires as you finds you on the internet and they become obsessed with you. So happened to me and JFJ. We share.
Yeah, I just find you first.
we share.
And that could be be
whatever.
kind of a interesting story beat as the corruption and fighting against it, because like the player maybe you could have it kind of go both ways, where you have the player character kind of like embrace it or fight it, and that could be a very interesting subplot, because
That's
kind
just
of
very complicated, and I don't know if you could. I don't know how long that would take for you to write, because that's
well,
pretty
not
deep.
too
I want to keep things relatively simple,
relatively simple. Well,
because it would be
sub
really cool to explore a deep story like that. But I want to keep the scope as small as
that's
possible.
kind of more like a like novel. That's not like
It's
a
more of a
or
novel, yeah.
well, you can game stories can tackle deep themes, but it's just
Yeah, but the
the
game stories also have like hundreds of developers behind them and like millions of dollars.
yeah, and they
We
all
have like
still stink.
popsicle sticks and hot glue.
Yes. And I don't get too ahead of myself. I'll start writing kind of some, and if I have time to like work in more deeper themes about corruption, maybe
Right now,
fighting
they're
against
only
it,
worried about making money and like surviving. That's all
because
that they're
like
worried about.
you know, and maybe I'm taking too much of the kind of like, you know, not popular culture, but like I'm taking too much
The
out of this
hero's
time.
journey.
Well, the hero's journey is the thing, but I'm thinking like the whole fighting against corruption and fighting against sin, basically. That's kind of what that no people don't do that anymore, right?
That
It's like, oh, just embrace whatever makes you feel happy. It's like, no,
well,
don't do that.
like that would be a cool theme to follow. But I think that would take away from feelings of like all you're worried about is surviving.
Yeah,
Um,
because like that's kind of like more of like the higher like.
oh my gosh, Nathan's banned.
Oh my.
You're banned. You're banned. You're banned. You're banned. Wait, did it delete it?
1 sec.
No.
Give me
Wait,
like
no.
2 seconds. I'm gonna go in.
How do I? You're banned.
That's a very
Dude,
realistic shovel.
yeah, dude, it's an
Yeah, it's a
entrenching
shovel.
shovel.
Yeah, it's the shovel for scavenging. That's what that is.
Dude, you should put that in the game. That should be the shovel in the game.
Ethan, are you still here? You
Oh
died.
my goodness, why is everyone age 21? Patrick, stop inserting yourself into your own game.
Is everyone? I'm 22. What are you talking about?
Oh, such a big difference.
Yeah, dude. The sun is the same in a relative way, but I'm just older.
Bars.
I didn't write that. Ethan did.
What?
You wrote that he's 21.
I just random age. What do you want from me?
Pick 25 instead. Make him a bit older.
Wait, hold up. Okay, I will. Where is it? 25.
They're both 25.
1, 2, 3, 4, 8.
Oh, can I not edit to can I not edit to
No.
this? Oh, I
I
can't.
made it so you
Okay.
can 25.7875. There you go. There, you happy now?
Okay. Yeah. All right, Ethan. What data type is that number?
I don't. It's a number. It's I know it's stuff through my tongue.
What data type is it?
It's like, it's what's it called?
What data type? Have you not been studying?
No, I've been working. I'm all trying to study.
What data type is that, Ethan? Come on, you got
It's
this. You got this.
Data
I believe
type.
in you.
Hold up,
Starts
where's
with
the
an F.
doc? Floating.
Yeah, it's a float.
Yeah! Why is it so smart?
Yeah, baby.
That's gonna get clipped. That's gonna get clipped.
Shovels in chat.
Stop adding shovels. Okay. So for other characters, I'm thinking,
Merchants
a
like
merchant. I don't know if I want to keep the medic, but I want to have. I know for a fact I want to have a merchant and a barkeeper.
Okay. Medics may. I think it'd be kind of fun to have a medic.
Not a barkeeper, but a bartender.
Bartender.
I feel like
Bro.
barkeeper is like he runs like an inn.
Yeah, the inn, the fancy, the bar where everyone can just kind of chill and then shoot each other because this is a stupid game called Stallcraft.
Stallcraft.
Yep, I hate.
I love terrible video games.
I'm putting it on record. StarCraft isn't that good. All right, I said it.
Stallcraft
It's on
fucking
record now.
sucks.
And StarCraft devs, if you see this,
Stallcraft devs, if you
have a
see
nice
this,
Christmas.
Stallcraft devs, if you see this, you're all delusional. You're all crazy people.
All right.
Like you're all actually insane. You're all delusional.
We're insane. So okay, so yeah, I'll figure out characters, places. Are you gonna I kind of want to figure out like historical events, so like how the zone happened, stuff leading up to it, stuff to reference
So
back to.
I'm thinking what we could do that would be pretty cool is Stalker just kind of acknowledged it. We lean heavily into Soviet Union pseudoscience.
Yes.
I think Soviet Union pseudoscience is fascinating. Like
It
the
is
whole
really
stuff
cool.
about like psychics and mind control and like trying to make like psychic super soldiers like during
And-
the Cold War. That
and
stuff is
the-
fascinating.
And the abandonment of genetics,
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna go to history because I'm gonna get fact checked. But yeah, so it could be it's very fun to go into that into like the pseudoscience kind of route that what we call it
Stalker kind of acknowledged it. They didn't really go into it like with the Brain Scorcher. The Brain Scorcher, although it was more, it wasn't really like mind control. It was more like an experiment to see how certain people responded to the zone. I think they were trying to build super soldiers.
It was a big thing in not the Cold War. It should be kind of fun to like. I mean, it's gonna be fun when the thing called coming together. It's gonna come together. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be epic. Best game ever made besides Ozzy.
And so I think for like the zone and sighting incident, maybe like the zone already existed before it did. It's just like the Soviet Union trying some kind of experiment that the Soviet Union was running disrupted the area and it went into an enraged state where it just started like morphing matter around it and like manipulating matter, manipulating physics, just like effing everything up, like code injection for a game.
Yeah,
You can
or like
kind of look at it like that.
I think of it as something like they almost broke into the metaphysical space, and now everything's broken. Basically, like they almost like the line between the like physical and metaphysical world kind of broke in this area, and now you have crazy monsters and like almost demon-like entities, and
And I think that would also be
wandering.
good for like
Okay.
like justifying there being like an emphasis on you need to manage like your psychological health. I think that because I want to have that as like a mechanic.
When you stop, things start going crazier.
The end.
No.
Crazy.
Yeah. So, and yeah, I don't know. We'll figure something out when we have
It's just like I'm just spitballing these for you. You can do whatever you
when.
want with these ideas.
Oh yeah, and I want to take all ideas and try to like use them, right? I don't want to like because this is your game, right? I'm not, so I want to.
It's both of our game.
I want to take your ideas and kind of like, yeah, I want to change something here, but like keep the like general like vibe. There it is, vibe. Set up a vibe count. I'm gonna say vibe a lot.
But that's not a bad
So-
thing. A lot of like a game's popularity comes from the vibe of it, for lack of a better term.
So, like
Like
keep that vibe. Keep the vibe of like tattered green cloak, sitting next to a campfire.
Sitting
Like,
next to a
keep that.
campfire with a gas mask, with a guitar. Your best friend died last week to a black hole anomaly.
Yeah, exactly. I want to keep that. I want to keep the like butt pucker factor of Tarkov, right? Where you're like every corner, you're like, I'm gonna die here. This is it. Like the fear factor
It's
of like,
completely over, chat.
yeah. Like I want to keep that because like, what other game? Like kind of like,
I
what do we
mean,
call it?
Stalker.
Like Fear the Unknown, kind of like in Lethal Company, right? Every corner I run by, it's like butt puckering. It's like butt clench, ready to die. It's like this sucks,
Ready to
and
shit
then
yourself.
you're ready to crap myself.
It's like Lethal Company.
Yeah, I want to keep
Lethal
that vibe
Company
because
didn't invent that.
I want because like that's kind of vibe we're going for is like the kind of like the fear of the unknown, also fear of scarcity, right? Having like no equipment and just like being able to scrape by barely, and like until like right at the end where you're powerful. Because in the hero's journey, after the trials and tribulations, you kind of have the final encounter. Not the final encounter. You have like the like the like lowest point you get to. Right after all the trials, you kind of it's called death and rebirth. That's what it's called in the ancient myths. But so you like die, and then you come back with like you know RPK ready to go. Like
RPK, monolith armor, you're storming into the Chernobyl nuclear
yeah,
power plant.
yeah. So you can have that where like at that final section,
You
it's just
go
still
into
to be
Mount
scared
Yamantau.
because but when you're more equipped, you have like exo armor or whatever. You're like ready to go. You're ready for the final fight, and you know if I were a story, I would turn that section into basically an '80s action movie because I like '80s action movies. Um, where you're less scared of things, but you still things to be still scary because you're not gonna be you're not gonna be going toe to toe with like I don't even know like the ring. I guess you had to
The
go toe to
ring
the ring race.
rates! I'm gonna
Or what
keep bringing up the
I
ring
gotta stop calling it.
rates!
Yeah, I keep hearing Lord of the Rings because this is one of my favorite stories ever told. Yeah, okay, yeah. Um, maybe you can call them demons and like kind of have the like Christianity motifs throughout the story, but I don't want to do that because I'm gonna get canceled.
I mean, I think if we were smart about it, I don't think people would mind like Christian motifs included in the story.
Because like every story
Um,
does, but
I don't know. I don't think having Christian motifs would benefit the story. If
oh
anything, I
yeah,
think it would just make the writing more complicated because I don't know.
I
If
like
I
making
feel
things
like
more complicated.
if you're ever going to bring religion into something, I think that you should be smart about it.
No, I'm gonna hit it over the
Um,
head with it. Um, but like
because like
you have these.
discussing any religion is fine, but you should be I think respectful towards it. Like not just be like yeah, uh,
I have a joke
um,
for actor stream.
okay,
I'm not gonna say it on stream.
amazing.
But yeah. So I don't know because though you're gonna fight these wraiths, right? And they're gonna you're gonna have better equipment, but they're gonna be still very powerful. You gotta that's but you're balanced. You're gonna balance, but have at the end of the story you being powerful, right? You and
Hmm.
at the end, or not being powerful, being changed, and then a part of the hero's journey and what they don't explore in the movies is kind of Frodo going back and trying to live a normal life again. There is a part of Lord of the ending of Return of the King where like Saruman shows up in the Shire and like
Saruman the Stinky.
basically like ruins the place, and then the hobbits and the Greenlanders fight back. Um, but yeah, it's part of the hero's journey, and part of a lot of the older hero's journeys is the hero trying to live a normal life again, right? After he does a crazy adventure. And you can, be kind of fun. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. Food for thought, I guess.
You can write that down. Write that down. Write that down.
I wrote down somewhere. I wrote down somewhere in my notes. After and then final fight the Chad. All right. I'm not gonna know what that means when I look back at it.
Okay.
Okay. How long is this? We've been streaming for an hour.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It's like an hour. I guess yeah. It's 4:30. When do you wanna? How do you want to end this? Do you want to do like, I don't know.
Get out all my ideas that I have, which I would say I'm mostly done with that.
Yeah. We should do like dad advice, like don't be stupid, Lamau. Go fight the demons.
Go
that's
fight the
happening.
demons and kill the guy.
Yeah.
Shoot. Never mind. Sorry, you have to.
I hate
This is
censoring
my
myself!
portfolio. I have to be relatively contained.
Yeah.
Maybe we could become a bit more unhinged if there's like promise in the project, and like once it comes out, like we start making money off of the game. We could be a little bit more unhinged then, because if we made another game, like we have an audience now.
Yeah.
But as of right now, like this is my
We have to be
portfolio.
unhinged.
I gotta be a little bit self-contained until the
Censor-
stream turns
censor
off, and
most-
then we're gonna start talking about like glowies and I don't know, like how the federal government is like gonna find me in real life or something.
All right. Yeah. I have to make. I forgot to take stuff out for dinner. I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh my gosh,
I gotta make dinner soon, so we gotta wrap this up.
we gotta wrap this up.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me see what we have written down so far. So like,
And I will add. I'm gonna add stuff this week and see.
You should put the warden from Minecraft.
it's a good idea.
Good idea. Oh, I'll write that down. Enemies. Warden from Minecraft.
You should put in Dream from Minecraft.
Have you
Yeah.
guys been seeing Dream's absolute meltdown on social
Dream.
media lately?
Yeah, the
What?
dude that
No.
voice acted Gumball from The Amazing World of Gumball beat the crap out of him.
Like in a fight.
I think
Yeah.
he punched him.
Oh,
I don't know if- I don't know if
don't
they
want to know
fought.
about
I don't know if
stupid
they
YouTube
fought.
drama, bro.
I don't know if they fought, but I know Dream did get socked in the face.
Which
Which
is good, because I don't like him, because he's like,
I mean, like
harasses children.
he is such a weirdo. I don't really care for him. The only reason I even know about this is because I've been using Twitter to advertise for my game, which
You
is
mean
like
X?
it's
Don't you
Twitter.
mean X?
Twitter. I don't care. Be quiet. It's Twitter.
I know.
Anybody who calls it X is probably like they eat babies or something.
Yeah, I don't know why they decided to rebrand it.
Because Elon Musk is so cringe. He's so
He's-
cringe. Oh my gosh. He used to
He's,
just be like a
narcissist.
he used to just be like a funny little scrimblow nerd guy like young Todd Howard, but now he's just a cringe businessman. He's become a faceless lizard, and that's just lame.
Yeah,
And
he
I
kinda
will
has.
I will think of more ideas when I go and think tonight or in the shower or whatever. I'll think of
Yeah,
ideas.
this is just kind of like spitballing.
Our
You
thoughts,
can
I'm gonna-
flesh out these however you'd like to. I just wanted to sort of like get across the ideas that I came up with. Let me if you wanna end your segment, I'm still gonna continue streaming. Probably gonna
All
do
right,
some artwork.
everybody. Have
hang,
a great
hang
night.
on a second.
and-
Wait. I'm just looking to see if I have anything that's like story related that I have written down. Hang on, I have a lot written. I wish I had a
Send me the
webcam.
list.
I should get a webcam at home. Do you want me to just send you a picture of it so you can get
Just
to making
Send me
dinner?
the pictures so I can go make dinner. And
Alright.
yeah, I haven't been really focusing on this stuff because I've been writing stuff down for interviews. So
You mean the interviews that you're gonna fail because of the live stream?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, I don't. Hopefully, you're able to read my handwriting.
Bro, my handwriting is like 1,000 times worse than yours. I can read any handwriting ever.
Okay.
I can read the caveman scratches on the walls, dude. That's how bad my handwriting is.
I'm gonna send this all over to you right now. This is in order that I've written down, by the way.
Awesome, awesome.
And
goodness.
yeah, I think.
Right. I can read over those tonight.
Yeah, and I think other than why did you write that? Whatever. I think other than that, that's all I had. I really wanted to get up the intro sequence just to sort of like give you a starting point and the
Yes.
inciting incident.
All right, and I can write something up. Well, I'll figure stuff
And
out.
then figures, if you can, figure something out for meeting or like traveling to the hub, because that
Right.
is
I-
important.
Okay, I don't want to stay too long, but like I'm thinking of like maybe they like set up camp in the beginning, like oh it's just like camping in the woods, and then it's not, and then they meet like mutants for the first time, then they run, and then they like run into the camp or into the main hub, right? Where it's like
Hmm.
it first starts out as a fun
Oh,
adventure into the
we're
woods.
just a playground. We're just going like camping in the woods with
Yeah.
the AK.
Ah! Yeah, and then it's and then like mutants show up, you're out of ammo, you have to run, right, and then you run into the thing. And that's just basic, like, it first starts out how we think the zone is, and then it is how the zone actually is, right?
Dude, wait, no, that's actually such a good idea. Write that down. Write that down.
Ah!
I have an idea for an NPC.
All right.
He's great.
The NPC
So
is crazy.
I was watching a lot of videos about Pikmin lately, and there's this one guy that like whenever you kill one of the monsters, he will like cook it and like write a recipe for it. You should have that for all the mutants.
That'd be kind of fun.
Well,
actually.
what I'm thinking is like adding a hunger mechanic and having it so you
Yeah.
have to farm for your food because your
Alright.
character is a farmer.
I'm gonna head
So,
off
like-
stream.
All right,
No.
goodbye, Ethan.
Everyone, have a great night. Go to the gym.
You should add a guy that eats a lot of beans and he farts really hard to destroy an obstacle that you need to get through.
You're evil. You're just evil. You're objectively evil. There's a lot of the pencil tool. Oh wait, there are pencil thicknesses. Interesting. Alright, well, this is the transitionary period where I'm going from story beats to I'm gonna do some artwork. I got my drawing tablet over here. Let me. I'm glad I decided to do a bit of pre-stream and set all of this stuff up. I think it should be working properly. Let me make sure. Does it follow my cursor? Yeah, it does. Okay. So I got my drawing tablet out. I took some reference pictures. Why is the screen black? What just happened?
You can't just say that. It looks fine for
Okay.
me. I can see it.
It's fine now. Shut up, Nathan. Shut up. You're so awful. I got some reference photos that I'm gonna be drawing from. My YouTube is frozen right now for some reason, so it's not letting me go to google.com. The hell? Why is it not? It's not.
I can't wait for
I
the
can't
FNAF
type.
2 movie.
The hell's happening? Why can't I type? I can't type anything. Oh, hang on. I'm stupid. There we go. Okay, so drawing tablet setup. Let me pull up the reference pictures and
Wait,
keep
is this
organizing.
game gonna have like mutants like Stalker?
Huh?
Is this game gonna have like mutants like in Stalker? Or is it just gonna be like human enemies?
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do any human enemies. Just to help set myself apart from
See-
Stalker.
You're kind of like leading a little bit more towards Roadside Picnic almost.
Yes,
Even though that one doesn't even have like monsters.
Yeah. Just because a game that's based on Roadside Picnic would be fantastic. It's just you would have to write a story that's as good as Roadside Picnic. And it's not
Yeah.
that Ethan can't do that. It's just that he can't do it quickly, which is fine.
I was gonna say there should be like there should be like a gang of raiders and their like leader uses a T-34.
That would be pretty cool. Nathan, is that your self-insert?
No, that
Okay.
would be the guy that breaks down the giant obstacle by farting really hard.
You're evil.
No, I would actually be very helpful to the protagonist.
Alright, banning Nathan. Let's go. You're banned.
Do that, and I'm gonna put more shovels in the chat.
Alt slash. I didn't set up my hotkeys before. Probably should have done that. Yeah. And then the eraser is Alt E. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. What are you talking about? How many dropped frames? I have 0 dropped frames and a perfect 10 kilobits per second on OBS. So I don't know what you're talking about. What button is hand? It's not telling me. K4. This can be spacebar. Okay. Ultralight, see Freddy Fazbear, or crazy.
It's the Freddy Fazbear. Or.
Okay. So I have all my drawing tablet stuff set up. Alright, let's get to drawing. I have the reference photos right here. And yeah, let's get to drawing. This is for, I took some reference photos of myself. Main purpose of this is trying to, like, draw clothing better. So when it gets to, like making the artwork for the game, I'll have some experience with, like, drawing clothing and, like, also animating it. So, let's get started. Let's see, what pencils? Oh, wait, let me switch to the pencil. Okay, that switches over properly. There we go, okay.
What are you going to draw?
It's just reference pictures of me wearing my Halloween costume. Hang on, are the drivers for this not working? It's not detecting. Oh wait.
Yeah, you can draw.
Oh, yeah, I can draw, but it's not detecting, like, hardness. Like how hard I'm pressing down. Unless it is. No, it's not. Okay. How do I do that then? Pen settings. Pressure settings. Okay, so I actually don't know how this works. What if I do that? Actually, you know what? I don't think I want to have, I don't think I want to have any, variation in the thickness of the lines. I think I'll just do uniform lines. And there's just like the regular pencil one. It's way too thick. I think that's good enough. It's going to be very different. I'm not used to drawing on my drawing tablet compared to drawing on uh, pencil and paper. That's my main art medium is drawing on pencil and paper. Do a bit more centerline smoothing. Does this just save presets? Yeah, it does. Okay. I probably should have looked at these a bit more, just pre-stream. That's fine though. I'm trying to look for like a thing that looks like pencil. Oh, this draws it as a vector. Okay. That's fine. Alright. Let me get started. Dang. I wish my drawing tablet's kind of small. I wish I had one of those really big ones. That'd be cool. Ooh, I like this one. Look at that. That looks nice. I just want something that vaguely looks like, whatchamacallit, graphite. I got my reference photo, and let's get started. Why is this photo so low res? It's kind of annoying. Okay. Freddy Fazbear. Still looks good so far. What do I undo? There we go. Tilted a bit more to the right. That looks good. What? The stream's current bitrate is 0. That's not true.
It's working fine for me.
Yeah, I know it is. It's working fine for everybody. YouTube's just lying to me. YouTube's trying to censor me. What the? XP pen? Yup. That's Andrew. Hello. Yeah, I got this is the XP pen. I think it's the Artist 12. It's very, I like it. The screen's a little small, but that's because I know it's one of the cheaper drawing tablets that XP pen offers. Which is why I got it, because I'm poor. It's very nice though. I like it a lot. How's your night going, Andrew? What's going on? Earlier, in the live stream, my friend Ethan was here. I don't think you've met him. Uh, he's the guy that I'm working on. I don't know if I mentioned it to you or not, but Ozzy is on hold right now. Ozzy's on hiatus. If it works, it works. Yeah. No, well, it's a nice drawing tablet. It's just the screen is small. It also has a really big bezel. But, you know, like I said, that's not really... It's just because it's on the cheaper side. It's still very nice. It's just kind of small. My friend Ethan here was here earlier. He's the one helping me out with a new game that I'm working on. Working on stuff and things. It's a mood. It's very much a mood. I'm very glad to be home and doing literally anything other than working on schoolwork. It's been making me absolutely miserable lately. You know, we're chilling tonight. Ozzy's on hiatus right now. This is another game that, like I said, me and my friend are working on. At least for the time being. Once this releases, I'll go back to working on Ozzy. But I figure, like this other project that we're working on right now, I can probably get done a lot quicker than Ozzy. So this is taking the forefront of my extra time. Feeling that senior time? I'm like dying. I more and more I feel like our school is trying to kill us with each passing day. It's like what else are my professor like what other kind of BS are my professors about to pull to try and get me to do like another 40 hours of schoolwork over the week. It's exhausting. Genuinely exhausting. This is fun. I'm very relaxed right now. This game... Oh, I haven't explained that yet. I don't know if you've heard of it or not, but the game series Stalker is what this is going to be kind of like inspired by. More so the book that the game series Stalker is based on. There's a book called Roadside Picnic. Hope it goes well in your project. Thank you. Yeah, it's based on the book that Stalker's based on, Roadside Picnic. And we talked about it earlier in the stream. I don't know if you want to go back and rewatch that. We essentially, I think we went over essentially like what the game is about. It's gonna be like a survival horror game that is set in the universe that has some of the same details Stalker does, like the same relative gameplay loop. and we're still ironing out the details. This is why everything is very much a rough draft right now. You okay, Nathan?
Check, hang on one sec. Check the meme channel in 1 second. I'm gonna post it.
Great, I can't wait to see what kind of concoction you've cooked up in your head. Oh my gosh, let's see what you posted. Oh yeah, I saw this earlier.
Yeah. You want to read it for the stream?
I could pull it up right now.
Yeah, this is some pretty
Here we
good
go.
stuff.
Phil Jameson, Biology 201, Midterm 2, The Mammal and the Reptile, A Painful Story. One's got cold blood, one's got warm. Who's the little egg and who's the worm? Worms are neither. There is not in this world but pain. Pain receptors can be found in both mammals and reptiles if you dissect them and are looking really hard. But there is no reason to do any more because we did it already and we found them. These horrible nodes are called nonceptors. If ya nasty. Do not call the reader nasty. Pain serves a purpose, of course. Yowza. When you get hurt, you are less likely to continue or repeat the behavior that hurt you. That's why I don't go to Denny's anymore. Frowny face. Some famous reptiles include crocodile, turtle, Jar Jar Bink. Some famous mammals include dog, scientist, and Jar Jar Bink. If you are nasty. Some believe
Jar
that
Jar
pain
Binks is not
inspires
real.
art. Off topic. That's why I don't go to Denny's anymore. I know. Get him out of here. Oh my gosh, this is stupid. This is so dumb.
I wrote the poem up there, by the way.
I
I
know.
know.
Go to Denny's anymore. I know. I hate it here. If you nasty. Nathan, are you nasty?
Yeah.
Matt, what about you? Are you nasty?
What was that, Mom?
No.
I'm gonna go. I will be later.
He'll be what? Jar Jar Bink.
Patrick.
What?
Do I risk my life for the money?
Yes.
Okay.
What, are you playing Lethal Company?
I'm playing Hades.
Oh, okay. Hades is a very good game. Did you know that it's getting a sequel?
Yes, I do. I'm trying to beat the first game. Actually, I made a profit on my health. Nice.
Matt's getting the bag.
Going to the local spaghetti shop.
Spaghetti shop! I want spooky
Plus
spaghetti!
hangover.
Matt, are you drinking again?
Kind of nice. If I could sap it 5 times, really? Wow. Actually, I really like After Party. Yeah, I'll take that. Oh, shoot, he didn't have any heals. Oh, I was really banking on that. I think I'll be fine. Okay. Okay. Ouch. Oh man, I am shredding them.
Doomslayer be like, oh wow, I'm shredding them.
Ah, dang, I hate the Benidorm guy. Ah! That's funny. I got them to damage each other.
Let's go.
Oh, jeez, what the heck was that? Oh, frick. No, 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 no. Oh, oh right. Ah, never mind, we're chilling.
Is everything alright, Matt?
Yeah, because I forgot I had an extra life. What the heck? I believe God even did that. Die already. There we go.
Man, why do people even become digital artists? Drawing on pencil and paper is so much easier than drawing on a drawing tablet.
Oh. How much health does this guy have? Good grief. Just die. Please.
Oh, why didn't he think of that?
Yeah, I had to tell him to die. And then he did. Sweet. The good stuff. Phew. Alright, so second time making it past there. That's pretty. Ugh. This level's brutal. Doug. What? I had no idea this was a thing.
What?
That on the 4th level, he's got like this massive shop. Oh man, it would save my money. Oh well. Oh, okay, that's really neat. I can fish! I forgot about that.
Fishing minigame? Based?
River denizens. Bruh. You only go fishing once? That's silly. Well, I'll go with the Aphrodite thing. What the heck are you?
Oh,
Oh.
oh.
Ethan's back?
Patrick's still streaming.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, chat.
Hello, chat.
What are you doing? Are you drawing?
Yep.
Are you drawing? Is it a jacket?
Maybe.
Okay. Start with simple shapes and work your way up.
I know.
That's how you do it the best. Because like some people, are, I'm gonna outline. Like no, don't start with the outline. Start with the skeleton. Start with the
Skeleton.
doo-doo. Are you drawing with a mouse too?
No.
Oh,
Using
you're
my
not,
drawing
okay.
tablet.
You have a drawing tablet, bro? I wish I had.
I do have a drawing tablet.
But drawing with a mouse is like the worst experience ever.
I used to draw on a mouse.
You are a stronger man than me. I also like the feedback of paper, you know.
I do too. I really don't like drawing on a drawing tablet so far.
1 sec.
Unlock the enemy. Win. What?
It's a jacket.
It's a knife.
I also really have a hard time doing like 3D shading in my drawings. I never shade because shading like makes no sense.
He's not gonna get any better at shading.
Don't know how, dude.
You do reference photos.
That's what I do. That's one thing I want to work on is shading. Stream is
What?
Just like me talking, losing train of thought.
That's good.
Yep.
Return.
I cook teriyaki beef
Sounds very good.
with rice and an egg. I wish I had a really big pot so I could make like potato soup. I can make a soup. I like beef stew. Or pork. I put pork and beef. Oh, like die. A crock pot. Do beef stew. Or insane.
Nope.
How long has the stream been? Almost 2 hours. Based.
Cringe.
If you see you game is cringe one more time, I'm gonna.
Cringe.
I'm gonna grab something that's not YouTube friendly.
Oh, he's grabbing a swear word.
No, I'm grabbing another thing that's not YouTube friendly.
Please.
What?
Please. There we go.
It was awesome, but like awesome about drawing tablets, like you can like fix lines. Like I'm gonna fix a tiny bit with drawing. If you're like almost done and you like I mess something up, you're like, oh, start over.
My life has ended.
I can erase everything and start over, or like erase the stuff and try to fix it, but it's just not worth it. He made a jacket. That's it. The floating jacket. That's the game.
A funny jacket.
The heavy jacket, backpack, and my friend's getting me a thing from frozen lemonade from Chick-fil-A. I'm very excited. I got stuff to talk to you after stream about. It's something crazy I saw.
Oh my gosh.
YouTube won't like it, so I'm not gonna talk about it on YouTube.
I'm gonna get banned. Either he's
Patrick
trying to
knows
get
how
me banned.
Patrick knows how to shut me up. Just start streaming and I can't talk about anything.
Me absolutely pile driving Mithrix. Punt kicking Mithrix's head like a football.
Yep. Velo bit. Gonna watch Matt play a game. What was a fruit? In a bag. I just hit my knee. I'm sad.
Stupid.
Dog. Puppy dog. Can go pet dog. Snow?
Is it snowing?
No, Matt's game.
Oh. The Risk of Rain soundtrack from the Squid Game is to not make me want to bawl my eyes out every time I listen to it.
Yep.
Ethan, when I tell him, Ethan, when I
Ah. I didn't realize I was muted the whole time.
you were muted this whole time.
Yeah.
Did you see the boss fight?
I did. Dope.
Oh, that was brutal.
That was so close. You kept getting hit by a laser. It's like, oof.
Yeah, I just was like walking into it stupidly, or it was like tracking me. I don't.
It was
honestly
tracking
know.
you.
It's
Yeah.
just like the FBI.
I guess I just had to stay in cover then. Wow.
Meow. Meow.
The cat.
Guys here. I'm gonna put my cat on the mic.
I'm gonna put my cat on the mic. Meow! 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 Dude, what are you doing?
Hi cat. Hi cat. Hi cat. Hi cat.
He's gonna bite you.
I is. Are you still streaming?
Oh my gosh, I'll stop streaming. Jesus Christ. Alright, bye guys. Ethan wants to tell me various we're gonna commit various activities.
Critical
That
stuff.
and I'm tired. I don't feel like talking to anyone. That I would consider 2 hours to be like a good time to live
That's a
stream.
crazy stream, bro.
I mean, some people stream for like 7 or 8 hours a day.
I don't know
It's
how they do it.
relatively
They're
small.
nuts.
Alright, well, I mean, thanks for everyone for stopping by. This is like the first official kind of like regular, normal stream. We're gonna be doing these weekly. Bye! Goodbye! Bye!